Section 51. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Just send someone to stick it on the turtle's fin, and I'll have someone come by and grab it. The shark general, left with no choice, complied. Lu Yun turned to Joseph Jean and said, "Old Jean, go snag that firestone they're sending and stash it in the warehouse." "Got it," Joseph Jean replied with a nod. Lu Yun then asked Sai, "Is that firestone the shark promised me for powering up our fire cannons?" Sai nodded. "Yep, that's the idea. But firestones are versatile, not just for cannons." "Right, I got it." Lu Yun decided to mess with this shark a bit. Joseph Jean got a medium-sized metal box from the shark soldier. When he cracked it open, it was filled with a fiery glow. A blast of intense heat hit him right in the face. Each firestone was a little bigger than a quail egg, completely red, and radiating heat, like chunks of red-hot iron. Joseph Jean checked the entire box and made sure there were more firestones underneath. He estimated around 1,000. Looks like these sharks were playing it straight. He slammed the box shut and took it back. The moment he got it to the warehouse, the box exploded. Firestones went flying, scattering all over the place. Turns out the box hadn't been duplicated, just the stones, so, naturally, the original box couldn't hold all that. Everyone knew Lu Yun's warehouse was a cash cow. The final count: a whopping 102,300 firestones, so, they gave him 23 extra. When Joseph Jean returned, he was stoked. "Boss, look at all these firestones. They're packed with fire energy and are way better than coal as fuel. This is going to skyrocket the efficiency of the whole base, and my forging. Forget about it, it'll be a piece of cake." Lu Yun was thrilled to hear that. Firestones as fuel. "Awesome." Joseph Jean went on, "These things are super versatile. The flames don't even go out underwater, so you can have a barbecue under the sea. And fire mages can really use them to boost their fire magic, whether it's powering up their spells or just general training." Lu Yun realized this was no ordinary rock. It had tons of uses. "Please give me flowers 0 over 100,000 firestones this time. That's enough to last a while." "Sweet. Hey, Black Turtle City, we delivered your firestones. Now how about you hold up your end of the bargain and chase the dragon into the sea?" Lu Yun chuckled. "I'm also digging those fire cannons you've got. Gimme 10, and I'll run that dragon off right now, and you can deal with it." General Sharman's face turned sour. You can't just go back on your word." Lu Yun replied coolly. "Are you gonna give them to me, or what? Because if not, this deal is off." Lu Yun had already done the math. Sure, the sharks were probably tough fighters, but he wasn't exactly helpless, especially with the Black Turtle's energy shield. He could break out of any encirclement in minutes. The thing was clocking 120 knots. That's almost 150 miles per hour on land. A straight-up racing turtle. Crazy fast, nothing could catch it. The shark general was fuming. After a moment, he figured, fine, he got 1,000 firestones, so 10 cannons it is. Swallowing his pride, he barked at his men, "Send him 10 fire cannons." The subordinate was confused and hesitant. "But General, this human is just gonna keep pushing. Giving him the cannons might not be enough." The shark general, his expression still grim, explained, "How fast is that dragon? We're chasing it. How fast can this turtle run? You think we can let him get away? What if we push him too far and he decides to fight back? We'll lose more warriors. And then everything on that turtle's back will be gone." The subordinate understood and followed orders. This time, Lu Yun sent the hard workers to push the cannons. The Black Turtle's fins were big enough to handle the cannons with no problem. Dozens of hard workers quickly moved all 10 cannons up to the warehouse. This time, it didn't double. Guess the doubling thing only works with resources, huh? "Alright, Black Turtle City, here's your cannons. Now are you going to chase the dragon into the ocean or what?" Lu Yun grinned and said, "I'm running low on a material called cryolite. Got any, General? If so, send me some. Please subscribe." 30070 The dragon surrendered and spit out the pearl of life. "Please subscribe." Charman's face went pale when Lu Yun asked for another favor. He was hopping mad. If he had a beard, it would be smoking, he sputtered. Are you kidding me? Lu Yun quickly adopted a serious tone. How could I kid you, the great shark general? I'm just really short on cryolite. If you happen to have some to spare, that's all I need to chase the dragon away. The shark general gave Lu Yun a death stare. How can I trust you anymore? Lu Yun quickly promised. This is the last thing, I swear. I've given you so much already. Surely, you can spare a bit of cryolite, right? Charman reluctantly gave in, suppressing his fury. He said, fine. I'll trust you one last time. This is your last request. If you get the cryolite and ask for anything else, I'm ordering a full-scale assault on your turtle. 213 Don't think I'm scared to attack you. Lu Yun chirped, deal. At the same time, he was secretly thrilled. These sharks were loaded. They actually had cryolite. This was a win-win. Why were they hauling around so many supplies during a war? Lu Yun was making assumptions. Cryolite was a war resource, it was useful for certain things, so, it made sense. He turned to Tsai. These sharks really are the bullies of the sea. They're always robbing other tribes. Look at how much they've got. They have everything. Tsai looked worried. But brother, by asking the sharks for so much, are you really planning on chasing the dragon away? It has something on it more valuable than all of this stuff. Lu Yun smiled. I'm just using the sharks' own greed against them. I'm trading them little things for big things. If the pearl of life wasn't so valuable, why would they trade with me? Tsai became even more nervous when Lu Yun said that. So you're deliberately scamming the sharks. What if they get angry? Lu Yun reassured her. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Everything will be fine. Okay. Kai nodded, trusting Lu Yun unconditionally. After the cryolite also arrived at the warehouse, the quantity doubled to over 30,000, not as many as the firestones, still, not bad enough to build a lot of cold storage. The main reason for asking for it was as an ice storage warehouse. Okay, you got your last request. If you dare to say another word, I'm ordering an attack. The shark general threatened. Lu Yun knew he had to wrap things up. If he asked for anything else, the other guy would never believe him again. He smiled and said, all right, General, just give me a second. I'm gonna get that dragon out of here. Section 52. You are listening at novelfull.audio. General Yuren sounded relieved after that. The wily human got what he wanted and was willing to back off. Just hang tight down there. Lu Yun led everyone slowly toward the dragon. After resting, the dragon had regained some strength, plus, the numerous life pearls inside him continuously provided life force, speeding up his recovery, but he still played dead, feigning weakness. That way, he could strike unexpectedly if anything went wrong. Lu Yun anticipated this, so he'd already given Naya instructions as they approached. She had her bow drawn, ready to fire her ultimate attack, True Dragon's Fury. If the evil dragon twitched, she'd kill it instantly. You sure you can nail that evil dragon with the sun-destroying dragon bow? Lu Yun asked for reassurance. Naya replied confidently, Master, no worries. This sun-destroying dragon bow is super powerful, and Dragon's Fury is even more so. Not even a real dragon could survive an arrow, let alone this little punk. Lu Yun nodded, completely at ease. Naya's attacks were deadly accurate. There was no chance of her missing. As long as they could kill the dragon with one shot, they'd be golden. At the same time, she subtly signaled the black turtle, it should prepare its energy shield, locking the area so nothing could get in or out. The black turtle's energy barrier had two settings. One was total lockdown, nothing in, nothing out, basically, a barrier that completely isolates everything. The other was a slightly weaker defense. Outsiders still couldn't get in, but those inside could move freely. In other words, the barrier blocked all outside damage, but the turtle could also attack from long range without issue. Lu Yun had the black turtle set up the total lockdown, just in case the dragon tried to escape using some trick. The barrier would trap it for sure. Of course, he only had the turtle prep the shield for now. It would be activated the moment the dragon made a move. With these foolproof preparations in place, Lu Yun led his people to the dragon and looked at it without fear. You said you wanted to make a deal. I get rid of the turtles, and you give me a life pearl, right? Naya's intense killing intent terrified the dragon. It felt like it was being stared down by a real dragon. The arrow aimed right at it, daring it to twitch. The feeling was awful, like the elf girl had it completely pinned. One wrong move, and it was toast. But you already took a gift from the turtle. How can I trust you? Compared to a life pearl, those trinkets are nothing. The turtle's willing to trade those materials just to get a life pearl from you. If the turtle's willing to trade, why shouldn't I be? But you promised the turtle you'd hurt me. I can't believe a word you say, asterisk this sneaky human. I saw him shake down the turtle for everything he had. Nothing he says is true, asterisk this guy is untrustworthy, hearing this, Lu Yun sneered. Huh, like you have a choice. Spit out a life pearl now, or I'll blast you and get it myself. And aren't there multiple life pearls in your gut? That's enough reason for me to cut you open and paw through your insides, right? The dragon's expression changed. How did he know there were so many pearls inside me? Asterisk I didn't let it slip. Even the turtle general didn't say what the lost treasure was, asterisk how does this human know I have more than one pearl inside me? Asterisk maybe this human isn't so simple, asterisk he won't be easily fooled, Lu Yun ordered coldly. Naya, get ready to kill the dragon. We'll take them ourselves. Naya obeyed, channeling her power and drawing the sun-destroying dragon bow to its limit. The bow flared with blinding, terrifying light. Endless dragon power surged from the girl, slamming into the dragon. The dragon felt the icy grip of death and quickly surrendered. Don't shoot. I'll spit out the life pearl. I'll spit it out. As the dragon said this, he started gagging, trying to force a pearl from his body. Lu Yun immediately told Joseph King, Old Joe, go catch the pearl when he spits it out. With Naya watching him, this evil dragon won't cause any trouble. Joseph King assumed his master didn't want his secret of duplicating supplies exposed, so, he marched forward bravely, heading for the dragon's mouth. The dragon was hundreds of feet long. Its huge head was many times larger than Joseph King. Only when a human got close could they truly appreciate its scale. Ugh! A pearl radiating colorful light was ejected with the dragon's fluids, landing in Joseph King's hand. Gross! You stinky dragon, you reek. Gotta wash this off first, master. Joseph King complained as he walked away. When he returned, he had cleaned the pearl of life and handed it to Lu Yun. Lu Yun examined the egg-sized orb shimmering with vibrant colors. He couldn't help but think, didn't the colorful divine spring glow with a similar light? Was there some connection between the spring and the pearl? He remembered the prompt that the spring could be upgraded. Was it made of this life pearl? Lu Yun thought to himself as he glanced toward the colorful divine spring. A message popped into his mind. Congratulations. You've discovered a way to upgrade the colorful divine spring. 100 life pearls will evolve the colorful divine spring into a 1-star version. The pool will expand and deepen, producing even more potent water of life. Lu Yun was overjoyed. It really was about using life pearls to upgrade the spring. He immediately wanted to test if he could duplicate the pearl. On the black turtle's back, he could only duplicate resources. Since life pearls could be produced, they were resources and not treasures. Just like the strong fin fruit he had before, everything from rare herbs and 1,000-year-old ginseng were resources. Though it took 1,000 years to produce one pearl, it was still a resource. He placed the pearl of life on the ground. Then, something magical occurred. Life pearls appeared out of thin air, jumping on the ground, popping up everywhere. More and more life pearls appeared. Lu Yun ordered his men to collect them all, 100 pearls of life, all placed in a basket. Life filled the air. This scene was originally Lu Yun's biggest secret, but Lu Yun was showing Jiaolong on purpose. He wanted the dragon to know his powers so that he could conquer it. Now that Jiaolong knew his secret, it had two choices: voluntarily become Lu Yun's pet and sign a contract, or die. Lu Yun couldn't let it go again. There was another reason why Lu Yun revealed his secret to Jiaolong. He could only stay in the novice area for a month. After a month, he would leave this world. Section 53. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Even if Jiaolong spills my secret, it'll just be a minor headache. Besides, he won't be around for a month. Jiaolong's face darkened when he saw one life pearl turn into so many. What the heck? One pearl turned into 100. Seriously? Are these things fake? But then, a wave of incredibly rich life energy washed over him. Jiaolong's expression shifted again. These life pearls are the real deal. Damn it, what's going on here? What kind of person is this guy? How could he crank out so many copies of such a valuable pearl so easily? And every single one is authentic. This is bad. It's just mind-blowing, he asked in disbelief. What just happened? Am I seeing things? Did you just conjure all those life pearls? Lu Yun replied, I copied them. As you can see, I can make 100 copies of the same item. What? Jiaolong was stunned. That's impossible. Something like that can't exist. This has to be a trick. Those life pearls are fakes. Lu Yun stood his ground. Nothing's impossible in this mysterious turtle world. Anything can happen, right? I don't buy that you can do this. It's practically a miracle. You're no god. Jiaolong shook his head, still not believing what he was seeing. I practically risked my life just to get 1 or 2 life pearls. You can just whip out 100. No way. I need to check all of these pearls thoroughly. Okay. Lu Yun agreed without hesitation. If I want to bring this dragon into the fold, I need to show him what I'm capable of. Only then will he willingly submit and become my pet. I remember someone in the chat room talking about taming wild beasts. You can beat the beast, capture it, and force it to submit, but that doesn't work on intelligent beasts. They're too smart to fall for that. They can fake fear, pretend to surrender, and act harmless, then they'll wait for an opening and kill you. So you can't tame intelligent beasts with brute force. There is one exception. There's one way to completely tame an intelligent beast. You have to break it down completely until it willingly surrenders, offers its blood, and signs a master-servant contract. It's an extremely unfair, one-sided deal. It only applies to the weaker party, not the stronger one. In other words, if the master dies, the pet dies too, but if the pet dies, it doesn't affect the master. As a pet, you have to protect your master's life. If the master dies, you die too. The master can control the pet's life at will. They can make the pet miserable with just a thought. The master can even read the pet's mind. That way, the pet is completely under the master's control. But getting an intelligent beast to voluntarily offer its blood and sign such a humiliating contract is almost impossible. Most intelligent beasts would rather die, so it's a tough task to get this dragon to willingly become my pet. Plus, this dragon looks down on humans and has a huge ego. He'll never willingly accept a human as his master. That's why I revealed my biggest secret. I'm tempting him with the rewards to see if he bites. If he doesn't, then I'll just have to kill him with one shot. I've already planned out his options. Now it's up to him to choose. Life pearls are like they're free. Jiaolong is totally losing it. That Lu Yun pulled out 10 life pearls and had Joseph Jean pass them to Jiaolong. The dragon reached out and held all 10 pearls in his claws. He carefully examined the quality of the pearls and the life energy inside them. They're real. All of them. Jiaolong was in shock, starting to question reality. How could this be real? Others take thousands of years to make one of these pearls, and he can just copy them. So many people in the sea worship the pearl of life. I don't get it. You're messing with my head. Lu Yun smiled. With your limited experience, it's understandable. He continued, just understand that I'm someone you don't want to mess with. Now that you know what I can do, you should also realize what you'd gain by joining me. Jiaolong immediately became wary and asked, Human, what are you saying? Lu Yun spread his hands. It's obvious. You now know my biggest secret. You only have one choice. Acknowledge me as your master, follow me, and I'll give you everything you could want. Otherwise, it's a dead end. Now that you know my secret, do you think I'd let you walk away? Jiaolong was furious. You're saying you want me to sign a blood contract, become your slave and pet? Lu Yun shook his head. Don't put it like that. I treat my followers well and provide them with the best of everything. I don't make things difficult for them. It's nothing like slavery. Jiaolong was used to being free, so he wasn't about to surrender. He asked, "Aren't you afraid I'll run and spill your secrets?" Lu Yun's eyes narrowed. "Ha, if I'm willing to reveal my biggest secret to you, I can't let you escape. I'm absolutely certain you won't get away." Jiaolong challenged him. "Oh, and why is that?" Lu Yun answered, "You've heard of the Black Turtle's energy shield, right? If you even twitch, my Black Turtle's energy shield will activate. How do you think you'll escape me then? What makes you think you won't get shot by my sun-destroying dragon bow?" Jiaolong's expression changed, and he asked, "You're saying your Black Turtle knows the energy shield? Why would I lie? To avoid scaring the sharks, I'll only activate the shield for 1 second." Lu Yun ordered Xiangui, activate the energy shield. And then shut it down. The Black Turtle obeyed, and a huge golden light shield instantly appeared on its back. The Black Turtle's back is over 500 meters wide. The shield looked like a huge pot lid, forming a golden hemisphere. It was spectacular. But then the protective energy vanished without a trace. Jiaolong's expression changed completely. This human's Black Turtle had an energy shield. Below them, the sharks saw the huge light shield. They immediately started talking. What was that? Did that Black Turtle just put up an energy shield? General, did you see it too? I thought I was seeing things. The general is wise and strong. This human Black Turtle City Lord is amazing. It looks like the general made the right call by not starting a war. Exactly. A Black Turtle with an energy shield is way harder to attack. I'm not even sure our 3,000 troops could take it down. The shark general was confused. If he has an energy shield, why did he only hold it up for a second and then take it down? One of his followers said, maybe the human Black Turtle City Master is negotiating with the dragon. He wants to scare the dragon away by showing off his power. The shark general nodded. I hope so. Let's give him a little more time. Lu Yun then ordered Naya, get ready for the human bow fusion. If this idiot dragon makes one wrong move, shoot him. Naya responded, yes, master. She took a deep breath and adjusted her posture. Section 54. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Suddenly, it was like everyone was seeing the same thing, Naya and her bow, perfectly in sync, a single, powerful entity. Even someone who didn't know the first thing about archery could see that Naya had become one with that bow. She had achieved true unity with her weapon. An incredible power radiated from Naya. The bow, drawn taut, glowed red, locking onto the dragon in the distance. The dragon felt the arrows focus on him. He sensed, almost saw, a phantom dragon roaring, an immense pressure crushing him. He knew, without a doubt, he couldn't dodge this shot. And if it hit, he was dead. He was paralyzed, afraid to even breathe, knowing this situation was bad. I've laid it all out for you. Are you going to submit or not? Make up your mind. I don't have time to waste, Lu Yun said, pushing the dragon. The dragon's mind raced. He was trapped. The energy shield around the turtle's back meant he couldn't escape. The back was hundreds of meters across, and he wasn't near the edge. The moment he moved, the shield would activate. He'd be stuck, unable to go anywhere. What to do? Attack the elf girl? No, her archery was too good. She'd reached that perfect state of unity. A surprise attack was impossible. Escaping was the same. Any movement would bring that deadly arrow down on him, death either way. He saw no way out, unless he signed a blood contract, giving up his freedom unconditionally. What kind of life would that be? What would be the point? 100 life pearls, and I can evolve into a dragon. But just a pseudo-dragon, weak blood, low level. Then more life pearls to keep evolving. Until I become a true dragon, pure blood. That takes so many life pearls. I've only found 8 in all these years. How will I ever get 100? But if he can copy them, then following him solves everything. Easy access to all the life pearls I need. Not just a pseudo-dragon then. Maybe even an ancient dragon. The benefits finally swayed him. No friends, just interests. He asked Lu Yun, human, can you really make copies of life pearls? Lots of them. Lu Yun knew he'd won. He smiled. Didn't you see? The dragon shook his head. I need to see it again to believe it. Lu Yun shrugged. Easy. Just spit out another one. The dragon cringed. Ugh. A life pearl, covered in gastric juice, landed on the ground. Instantly, more life pearls appeared, hundreds of them, growing in that juice, each one replicated until there were 100. The dragon was stunned. Unbelievable. Add those in the basket, 200 life pearls. An unimaginable number. Years of thieving, risking his life countless times, had only yielded 8. This human could make 200 without breaking a sweat. Amazing. Incredible. A miracle. Bad subscriptions. Please subscribe. If I can't reach 500 subscriptions, Filon won't promote the book. No exposure means no readers, no income. I can't even eat. So, please help me, subscribe, increase subscriptions. I'm so close to 500. Please help. 0073 White Jade Dragon Hatching Pool, mass production of dragons. The dragon stared at the life pearls, radiating power. He was completely won over. 2 choices, surrender, or die trying to rip the pearls from his own gut. Locked by the elf and the shield, he knew he couldn't escape, and now, he didn't even want to. This human was amazing. Following him could mean becoming a real ancient dragon. He surrendered. Human, your power is amazing. If I follow you, I could have endless treasures. If you share the good stuff, I'll sign the contract now. Depends on if it suits you. Okay. The dragon slashed his foreleg, drawing blood. The blood contract began. The dragon swore loyalty to Lu Yun, who absorbed the blood. Souls connected. The contract was complete. 2:20 minutes later, Lu Yun felt the dragon in his mind. He had complete control. Any disloyalty, and Lu Yun could crush him with a thought. Congratulations, you successfully conquered the wild beast White Jade Dragon. This is a very high-level wild beast that is extremely difficult to tame. You are now rewarded with White Jade Dragon Hatching Pool XL. A dragon hatching pool. Unexpected. Lu Yun was thrilled. Mass-produced dragons. What are you doing up there? Get that dragon out to sea. Lu Yun yelled. We're working on it. Hold on. Then, to his people, everyone, prepare for battle. Yes, master. They shouted, ready to fight. The dragon, now loyal, naturally sided with Lu Yun. If Lu Yun died, so would he. Section 55. You are listening at novelfull.audio. He was quick to warn, Master, these sharks are just the advance team. The main force is still right behind them. I'd say they'll be here any minute. Master, if we try to run, I don't think even with the black turtles we can outrun these sharks. They're just too fast in the water. These slow black turtles are not going to cut it. Looks like our only shot is to fight. If I can just swallow 100 of those life pearls, I can evolve into a real dragon on the spot. But that'll take an hour or 2, so I need you to cover me for that long. I'll take care of the rest. That when Lu Yun heard this, it clicked, so that's why it was willing to call him master. Those pearls of life, 100 and he evolves into a dragon. Following me, there's over 100. Lu Yun nodded. You make a good point. But if you're saying my black turtle can't outrun those sharks, I'm not buying it. Seeing Lu Yun's confidence, Jiaolong was silent. Black turtles were known for being slow. Why was his master so sure? Lu Yun added, now, spit out all the life pearls you've got. Then, gulp down 100 and start your evolution. Leave the rest to me. Follow me, and I'll make sure you evolve safely. Hearing this, Jiaolong felt much better. He spat out the 6 life pearls he had left. Then, 600 more life pearls appeared on the ground, 800 in all. Jiaolong stared at them in disbelief. It felt like a dream. 800 life pearls gathered together, releasing a powerful aura. Everyone felt refreshed by the scent. Okay, eat this basket of life pearls first. Lu Yun told Jiaolong to take the first washed basket of life pearls, then he got Joseph Jean to wash all the rest. Meanwhile, the shark general seemed impatient. He issued an ultimatum: if you can't get the dragon off your black turtle and into the sea, our warriors will come up and help. With that, the sharks prepared to attack. Lu Yun used his mind to control the black turtle, charged the light cannon. Charge it in your mouth first, keep it hidden. Then, when it's ready, open your mouth and blast the shark general. The black turtle, following instructions, started charging. About 10 seconds later, the black turtle was fully charged. Its mouth glowed with silvery white light, but because its mouth was closed, no one could tell. Suddenly, it opened its mouth, *FWHOSH. A massive, powerful silver-white laser shot out. Like an infinitely long spear, it headed straight for the shark general in the distance. The beam was so big, evaporating everything in its path. The shark general and his lieutenants barely noticed the light, their faces twisted in fear, but it was too late to react. The terrifying light consumed them. They were instantly reduced to ash. At the same time, the beam continued, rushing through the ocean for miles. It slammed right into the middle of the shark army, annihilating everything in its path. When the light cannon disappeared, a huge gap appeared. Black Turtle's shot landed smack dab in the shark army, delivering a devastating blow. Hundreds were gone. Oh no! What kind of attack was that? That's terrifying. Is this Black Turtle some kind of beast? The general is dead. What do we do? The reinforcements are almost here. If you don't want to be court-martialed, you'll avenge the general. Now that the shark's heightened senses picked up the arrival of their main force, why hadn't Mermaid Sai felt it? He immediately warned Lu Yun, brother, I sense the main shark force is here. The waves are huge, and there are so many of them. At least 100,000. 100,000? This shark tribe is massive. Lu Yun was shocked, but thinking about it, it made sense. How could a weak shark tribe produce so many life pearls for the dragon to steal? Being able to generate that many pearls showed just how powerful they were. He made a quick decision: this isn't a fight we can win right now. It's time to get out of here. That the Black Turtle's charged cannon was powerful, capable of wiping out a large area with a single shot, but against an army of 100,000, it was useless. Plus, the Black Turtle's head and limbs were vulnerable, a weak point that could be exploited. In a war, the Black Turtle had to hide its body in the shell. Once 100,000 troops surrounded them, they were done for. He immediately controlled the Black Turtle and commanded, Black Turtle, activate the energy shield and escape at full speed. The Black Turtle, heeding the order, deployed the shield. The turtle's back sealed up tight to keep any intruders out. Then, the massive Black Turtle began to accelerate. Because of its size, it couldn't reach full speed instantly. It was a slow, drawn-out process. The sharks below saw Black Turtle moving and understood what that meant. They shouted, they're trying to escape. Climb on its back. Don't let them get away. The Black Turtle picked up speed. The sharks began to question their life choices. Because the Black Turtle wasn't very fast at first, countless sharks climbed onto its shell. Seeing this, Lu Yun told his soldiers. All soldiers, to the turtle's back. Through the energy protection, stabbed the approaching sharks. Then he warned, this energy shield is one way, you can go out but not back in. So be careful. Stay inside the shield, and you can attack those sharks all you want. Yes. All the infantrymen with bronze swords, armored or not, acknowledged the order and moved out. They were surrounded. They divided into 5 squads. Sharks had already reached the energy protection barrier. Unable to get through, they smashed their weapons against the guard. The shield thrummed. The photomask only fluctuated slightly, which had no major impact. The defense held. At this point, the shark artillery started firing at the Black Turtle. Huge fireballs rose into the sky. Then they drew a perfect arc and slammed into the turtles one after another. The huge golden light shield blocked them. The fireballs landed on the golden light shield. Fireballs exploded on the light shield, erupting into balls of flame. The fireballs were powerful. Each one created a fiery blast that covered an area of nearly 30 feet. Dozens of fireballs impacted the golden light shield, setting off fires all over it. Section 56. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Lu Yun gazed up, burning balls of fire dotted the golden shield overhead. I was floored. Was this some kind of all-out war in the Black Turtle realm? Someday, I'm gonna have weapons like that. And even better gear. The Black Turtle's shield energy, though, it's finite. The more intense the attack, the faster the energy drains. It's a direct hit, right on cue. A warning popped up. Warning, Black Turtle under heavy attack. Minor damage to front left flipper. Warning, Black Turtle energy shield under large-scale attack. Energy consumption severe. Remaining energy, 91%. The Black Turtle had swallowed 7 Black Turtle internal energy beads, and its total energy capacity was capped by those beads. More beads, more power. Once a bead's energy is gone, it recharges. It'll automatically start replenishing. Eventually, it'll be full again. Theoretically, the Black Turtle internal energy bead has unlimited power. It's like a battery. Drain it, and you're temporarily out of juice. Lu Yun watched as the enemy launched a wave of artillery, with hundreds of sharks slamming the shield with their weapons. That small attack alone dropped the energy by 10%. I knew the Xian Turtle's energy wasn't gonna cut it. Not enough Black Turtle internal energy beads. If I could get my hands on hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands of them, then we'd have power to spare. Luckily, the Black Turtle was picking up speed. Inertia kicked in, and the Black Turtle accelerated faster and faster. Naya, seeing enemies attacking the shield from all sides, decided to show off. She grabbed her bow and let loose an arrow. No need to waste a sun-destroying dragon bow special move, True Dragon's Wrath. On these small fries, regular shots do the trick. As the arrow flew, 9 comet-like streaks of light followed close behind. The crimson arrow found its mark, hitting a mermaid square in the head. The shark flew like it was hit by a truck, landing hard on the turtle shell. Then, the 9 streaks zeroed in, like guided missiles. They homed in on 9 sharks. Poof. 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 The energy exploded inside the sharks, turning half their bodies into chum, deader than dead. Her one arrow cleared out that whole patch of sharks. Naya takes out 10 sharks per shot. That's some serious kill efficiency. Lu Yun knew this was Naya's innate ability, meteor arrow rain, and that was just one arrow, so, she kept drawing and firing. Red arrows flew first, then, the comet streaked, 9 at a time, non-stop, a meteor shower, a light show, hitting in all directions. The scene was awesome. Each shot was like a heat-seeking missile. They hit every shark dead on. Puff puff puff. Naya was like a death god reincarnated, reaping lives left and right. Wave after wave of sharks fell before her. She took out 500 or 600 sharks with 40 or 50 arrows. 500. Barely any sharks left on the shell. The rest could be handled by the sword warriors. Lu Yun saw Naya sweating and panting. Firing those high-energy burst arrows drained her fast. With our current abilities, an army of 100,000 is way too much. Please give me flowers 0. Running for our lives was the smartest thing we could have done. The Black Turtle got faster and faster. The acceleration was insane. We were cruising at over 80 knots. The sharks chasing us were stunned. What the heck? A slow Black Turtle can move this fast? Seriously? Is this still a Black Turtle? It's like a snail on steroids. Shark warriors, listen up. Reinforcements are on their way. We gotta stop that Black Turtle. Our clan's sacred artifact is on its back. Don't let them get away. That the turtles leapt onto the shell and scrambled toward the back. Inside the shield, the soldiers kept mowing down anything that came close. Lu Yun saw turtles swarming from all sides. The Black Turtle wasn't fast enough. Time for internal energy acceleration. 0. Engage internal energy acceleration. Full speed ahead. The Black Turtle suddenly kicked it into high gear. Like hitting the nitrous button in a racing game, the Black Turtle's speed jumped. 90 knots, 100 knots, 110 knots, 120 knots, 120 knots was the normal speed limit. With the internal energy boost, we were gonna blow past that. 130 knots, 140 knots, 150 knots, the turtles were speechless. At first, the sudden burst of speed left them in the dust. They quickly turned into sharks. Transforming into sharks gave them a boost. The elite sharks can hit around 150 knots. Section 57. You are listening at novelfull.audio. That's why they were after the white jade dragon in the water. But even when they shifted into shark form and hit a blistering 150 knots, they still couldn't keep up with that crazy turtle. Damn! Is that thing turbocharged or what? I'm starting to question everything. Is that really a black turtle? Aren't black turtles supposed to be, like, slow? 50 knots, tops. How come we're doing 150 and still eating its dust? Am I dreaming? I'm pushing 155 knots and I can't even see the thing's tail. I'll be hornswoggled. How can a turtle that chunky move that fast? Meanwhile, the black turtle had hit its top speed of 180 knots. All the sharks, racing as hard as they could, were being left in the dust. Watching the black turtle disappear in the distance, the sharks felt totally defeated and started wondering what they were even doing with their lives. They never would have believed that they, the elite of the shark forces, would be outrun by a turtle. Reward, share .0075, 700 life pearls, colorful divine spring upgraded. It was like a drag race with a nitrous boost kicked in. The speed went ballistic, hitting 180 knots. That's like going nearly 225 miles per hour on land. You can imagine how insane that speed is. Even though the sharks are known for their speed in the sea, this was enough to give them an existential crisis. But all that speed came at a cost. Lu Yun kept tabs on the black turtle's remaining energy. Remaining energy, 83%. Remaining energy, 82%. Lu Yun did the math. It was burning about 1% of its energy every 30 seconds. At this rate, it could only sustain this speed for maybe 40 minutes before the black turtle was completely tapped out. Looking behind him, the shark pack was a distant memory. They were just tiny specks on the horizon. They wouldn't be catching up anytime soon, and they were burning energy too. Chasing at full tilt couldn't last forever. So, Lu Yun came up with a compromise, a way to keep the sharks in the rearview mirror while conserving energy. He decided to alternate between bursts of speed for about 30 seconds, followed by a minute or so of coasting. Let the black turtle's momentum do the work. The black turtle's speed gradually reduced. He also turned on the internal energy speed increase to increase the speed. This way, it could maintain a good pace while saving a significant amount of energy. So, from then on, Lu Yun gave the black turtle orders to cruise like that, conserving energy. The speed was averaging around 160 knots, but it was a lot more efficient than going full throttle. Meanwhile, the sharks were falling further and further behind. Lu Yun figured it was time to get to work. He called up Josephine and asked him to bring the remaining 700 life pearls. Lu Yun wanted to upgrade the colorful divine spring. First, Kai, Naya, and Josephine were the three regulars on the turtle's back. They all followed Lu Yun to the colorful divine spring. Lu Yun brought up the attribute panel for the colorful divine spring. To check it out, item, colorful divine spring, grade, Xianpin, quality, legendary, upgrade, function, life pearl x100. You can use this object to transform a colorful divine spring anywhere. This sacred spring has the effect of continuously producing water of life, which gathers into a pool. Creatures that often drink the water of life can obviously improve vitality. If you raise aquatic creatures in the pool of life, they will grow very quickly. Introduction. This object is one of the 7 treasures in the novice area. Obtaining this object will greatly assist your future development. Lu Yun didn't hesitate. He fed 100 life pearls into the colorful divine spring. Immediately, the entire colorful divine spring pool erupted in a blinding light. Even the rainbow overhead seemed to intensify. Glimmering points of light danced across its surface. It was gorgeous, a spectacle of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. It looked like a rainbow carrying a sky full of stars. Then, right before their eyes, the pool began to grow. Everyone scrambled backward to avoid being pulled in. Congratulations. The 7-color divine spring has been upgraded and evolved into a 1-star 7-color divine spring, which can produce greatly enhanced water of life. Lu Yun instantly reopened the attribute interface for the colorful divine spring, item, colorful divine spring, grade, Xianpin, quality, legendary, upgrade, life pearl x200. Yep, there was a star after the name, that meant it was an even better colorful divine spring, the description spelled it out, too. The upgraded colorful divine spring produced water of life that was even more potent, the effects were way better than the old stuff. Lu Yun saw that he still had plenty of life pearls. So he popped in another 200, planning to upgrade the 7 colors divine spring. Again, a few minutes later, the 7 colors divine spring leveled up once more. Now it was over 260 feet across, and looked like it was 100 feet deep. It was way bigger than the original 7 colors divine spring. Lu Yun went for another upgrade. This time it was going to cost 300 life pearls, that would leave him with only 100. The final upgraded 7 colors divine spring attribute interface looked like this. Item 7 colors divine spring. Grade Shenpin. Quality legendary. Upgrade life pearl x 400. The diameter of the pool had now hit 330 feet. It was taking up a huge chunk of real estate on the turtle's back. It was about the size of a small pond. If he used this pool to raise fish, he wondered how many he could raise, but with the water of life being so valuable, Lu Yun was never going to use this pond to raise plain old fish. He needed functional fish. Lu Yun wasn't going to raise fish that weren't particularly valuable and have miraculous effects. Now that he had a 3-star, 7-colored divine spring, the purity of the water of life flowing out was off the charts. Everyone could feel it from a distance. The liquid pouring out was brimming with vibrant, abundant life energy. The pool was so saturated with life energy that it was overflowing. Oh my gosh, dude, the water of life in the pool now has such an intense energy about it. The benefits to people are simply immeasurable. Section 58. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Kai E squealed, wow. Joseph Jean chimed in, I can't believe the pearl of life is this awesome. It even boosted the pool of life. Sweet. My baths are gonna be next level now. Nia asked eagerly, Master, if I take a dip, it'll feel amazing, right? I mean, being surrounded by all that life-giving water. Lu Yun grinned. Absolutely. Soaking in the pool of life is pure bliss. Plus, it'll seriously amp up your strength. Sai piped up, Naya, you gotta come hang out in the pool more often. It'll do you good. Besides, I get lonely in here. Lu Yun agreed, yeah, Naya, regular dips will make you even stronger. Your archery skills will skyrocket. Nia, beaming from all the attention, replied, okay, Master, whatever you say. Old Jean, practically drooling with envy, finally spoke up. Master, if it's such a spa experience, why do only the girls get to hog the pool? Can't we guys get a little soak time too? Just shoo the ladies away for a bit and let the gentlemen enjoy. Lu Yun shut him down immediately. Get outta here. You want a soak, grab a bucket, fill it up with the water, and hop in. Did I say you couldn't use the water? The water of life was endless, so Lu Yun wasn't trying to restrict anyone's access, just their behavior. Just don't waste it. Joseph Jean grumbled, it's not the same as swimming in a giant pool. Lu Yun shot back, tough. If you want to swim, go jump in the ocean. Oh wait, aren't you afraid of the water? Joseph Jean, defeated, went silent. His face flushed, and he sighed dramatically. Fine, Master, if you're gonna be like that. I'm off to build a tub. A supersized one. With that, he hustled away. Lu Yun chuckled, shaking his head. That guy. He can build whatever kind of tub he wants. There is an endless supply of life-giving water in the pool. Turning to Naya, Lu Yun praised her. Naya, you were the star of the show during the shark fight. You were a one-person wrecking crew. You must have taken out at least 500 sharks. Your archery skills are insane. I'm beyond impressed. Naya beamed again, clearly loving the praise. She loved to laugh and smile. In a gentle voice she said, I only am strong because of you, Master. If you didn't give the mother tree of life water of life every day, how could I ever have been born with so much power? By the way, now that the Master's water of life is even stronger than before, watering the mother tree of life with this new stuff will really make it flourish. Hearing Naya's suggestion, Lu Yun nodded. Good point. I'll leave that to you. You know the mother tree of life better than I do, so you're in charge from now on. Naya giggled. You got it, master. Guys, please subscribe. Buy it all. Help me get to 500 buys. I update with 20,000 words every day. Today, 15,000 words have been updated, and there are more updates on the way. When the gains aren't good, the only thing you can do is to try harder. 0076 The magical effect of the Pearl of Life. Kai's ability increases dramatically. Colorful Divine Spring, used a total of 600 life pearls to upgrade to level 3, now Lu Yun only has 100 left in his possession. It has to be said that this is indeed a treasure among all the sea tribes. It can actually upgrade the Colorful Divine Spring. It can also evolve dragons into true dragons. The Pearl of Life is indeed very powerful. By the way, since it can evolve Jiaolong, can't it evolve Sai? Can't it evolve Black Turtle? Lu Yun immediately thought of this and asked Sai by his side, by the way, you said that the Pearl of Life is a sacred item of the various tribes. What benefits can it bring to each tribe? Why is it considered so precious by all the tribes? Sai explained in detail, Big Brother, the reason why the Pearl of Life is regarded as a sacred item by our sea tribes is because its function is indeed too powerful. It can continuously emit life energy, so that the vitality of those who have been carrying this bead will be continuously strengthened. Physical quality will also get stronger and stronger. Lu Yun nodded in agreement. This is the same as being in the water of life. After all, 100 life pearls can upgrade the Colorful Divine Spring. The Colorful Divine Spring can continuously produce water of life. This is enough to imagine how powerful life energy is contained in a life pearl. Sai continued, the Pearl of Life can also heal people's wounds. When a person has suffered huge injuries and is dying. As long as you hold the Pearl of Life in your mouth, you can continuously replenish vitality, which will make the wound heal faster. At the same time, the Sea Clan with life pearls in his body is more difficult to kill than one without. Because the life pearls in his body continuously provide vitality, he is not easy to die. Physical strength recovers faster. This is also the real reason why the dragon was covered in wounds and dripping with blood, but did not die. There were many life pearls in its body that continuously supplied it with vitality. Then its most important function is to bring physical strengthening to an entire ethnic group. This is just like my brother asking your people to drink the water of life and bathe in the water of life. Finally, it also has the most powerful effect, but it is one time. That is, it can enable individuals of our Sea Clan to evolve their bloodline. Just like the dragon just now, after eating 100 life pearls, it can evolve immediately and evolve into a dragon. However, once this method is used, the life pearl will completely disappear and become a disposable consumable. It is hard to say whether it is cost-effective or not. Lu Yun heard what Kai said and immediately asked, the dragons can obtain bloodline evolution through the Pearl of Life. You and the Black Turtle should both belong to the Sea Tribe, right? Can you also evolve by swallowing the Pearl of Life? Bloodline. Sai nodded excitedly and admitted, of course. Lu Yun slapped his thigh and said, why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell me earlier? If you had told me earlier, I would have upgraded, Colorful Divine Spring, one level less and left 300 life pearls to upgrade you. Sai said calmly, brother, your growth is more important. If the 7 Colorful Divine Spring is upgraded one more level, the water of life produced will be of great use to all the people in your Black Turtle City. Blessing will be had by all. It will have more effect on all human beings than me alone. Lu Yun shook his head and said, no, you are more useful. Tell me quickly, if you want to evolve your bloodline now, how many life pearls will you need? Sai said truthfully, my bloodline is far behind that of a dragon. So to evolve my bloodline, I only need 10 life pearls. Lu Yun thought for a while, Sai only needed 10 life pearls to evolve for the first time, will I need 20 pills from now on? After that, 30 pills. Or 40. In this way, Can these 100 life pearls increase Tsai's bloodline by 3 consecutive times? For level. He immediately decided, Tsai, swallow 10 life pearls immediately, and I will strengthen you and improve your abilities. Tsai's eyes suddenly turned red, and she was moved and said, Brother, you are so kind to me. Lu Yun lovingly wiped her tears and said, Legs. Silly girl, didn't you also say that you wanted to transform into legs and walk on land together like your brother? If you don't evolve your own bloodline, how can you transform your own eyes? Kai Yi was moved and sobbed, okay. As he spoke, he began to swallow the pearl of life one bite at a time. These pearls of life are actually quite big, they are about the size of an egg, and each one emits colorful light. Fortunately, they, the Sea clan, all have the ability to automatically return to the pearl of life. After swallowing the pearl of life, it will automatically find a suitable storage location in the body. After even 10 pearls of life were swallowed by Tsai, the mechanism of bloodline evolution was immediately triggered. Tsai immediately felt that the blood in her body seemed to be burning. The whole body's blood is boiling, which seems to be a sign that the bloodline is about to evolve. Kai Yi hurriedly reminded, Brother, the blood evolution has been activated in my body. This whole process may take 10 minutes. Oh. It only takes 10 minutes for you to evolve? Lu Yun asked curiously. Jiaolong said before that it would take an hour or 2 for it to evolve. Now that dragon is at a critical moment of evolution, and no one is allowed to disturb it, Tsai explained, I am not a dragon, and my bloodline is not as strong as its. Therefore, the entire evolution process does not take that long. Oh. Lu Yun nodded clearly and decided to wait for Kai Yi for 10 minutes. Over time, Lu Yun saw that Tsai's body was obviously changing. Her sexy but covered fish-shaped body has become even more slender. The entire line is also becoming more detailed and exquisite. The tail fin has become longer and more agile, and it actually feels like a fairy, including her figure and face shape. They were all refined and made even more beautiful. If we say that she still looked like a little girl before, her face was still a little childish. Now she looks more refined and decent. She no longer looks like a little girl, but a girl who has truly grown up. Section 59. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The allure of youth never fades. Tsai materialized before Lu Yun, even more stunning than before. Her incredibly long fishtail, with its graceful, flowing fin, was especially captivating. Its length was mesmerizing, creating an even more enchanting presence. The long tail fin resembled a celestial ribbon, exuding an irresistible charm. Tsai exclaimed, Brother, I feel so much stronger. My power is amplified 1,000,000 times, and there's this incredible energy surging within me. Lu Yun replied, his eyes wide with excitement, Really? That's fantastic. You need to learn to harness that energy right away. Tsai nodded emphatically. I will, brother. I'll master it as quickly as I can and learn to control this energy. Lu Yun agreed, Great. But you have to keep absorbing those pearls of life and keep evolving. Tsai looked puzzled. You want me to keep evolving? Lu Yun was firm, Absolutely. The stronger you are, the better. How many pearls of life do you think you'll need for the next stage? 20 pearls of life. Alright, take 20 right now. But, brother, you're running low on pearls of life. No arguments. The remaining pearls of life are all for you. Just do as I say. Lu Yun's tone left no room for discussion. Okay, Tsai conceded, and so, Tsai began her next evolution. This time, the changes to her physical appearance were subtle, but the energy within her intensified significantly. Plus, she could now morph into legs. The moment Tsai discovered this new ability, she shouted with delight, Brother, I can finally turn into legs. I can walk on land. Just like you, Lu Yun replied, That's awesome. These pearls of life really are sacred to your sea folk. They're truly magical. Keep evolving, Tsai. We have plenty of pearls of life to use up. Next evolution required 30 pearls of life. After Tsai's third evolution, her fishtail shimmered with scales that glowed in vibrant colors. Tsai's eyes widened with surprise. Brother, My body has become incredibly resilient, and my vitality is off the charts. It's almost impossible to kill me now. And I can heal wounds. Lu Yun was thrilled. This was exactly the ability they needed, he exclaimed, awesome. Perfect. Tsai, using those pearls of life to level you up was definitely the right call. Tsai, feeling increasingly useful, was overjoyed. She said, brother, if there's ever a battle and anyone gets hurt, I can heal them. Hey folks, because I'm working super hard to give you these updates, please make sure to read everything. Chapter 77, Black Turtle Upgraded, Dragon about to evolve. Tsai's next evolution required 50 pearls of life. Unfortunately, Lu Yun only had 40 pearls of life left. As a result, her evolution was halted, but that was okay. Lu Yun still had a few tricks up his sleeve for future use. Lu Yun then instructed Xian Gui to eat a pearl of life, curious to see what would happen. Since acquiring the pearls of life, he hadn't received any input from the black turtle. He didn't know if the pearl of life would be useful for the black turtle's evolution. At that moment, the black turtle was barreling full speed ahead, its massive head slowly swiveled around, slowly approaching Lu Yun. Its enormous head was, well, enormous. Lu Yun, standing beneath it, was dwarfed to the size of an ant. A single tooth in its mouth was many times bigger than Lu Yun. You can imagine the staggering size of this terrifying black turtle. Lu Yun took out a pearl of life and tossed it into its mouth, ordering it to swallow. Your basalt turtle swallows the pearl of life, and its evolution level plus 10. Lu Yun checked the basalt turtle's current stats. Black turtle species, basalt turtle. Turtle shell dimensions, 550 meters x 500 meters. Sailing speed, 120 knots/hour. Building area, 500 meters x 450 meters. Eating level, 25%. Hunger level, 22%. Evolution level, 15%. Skills, land and water conversion, internal energy speed boost, charged light cannon, energy shield. Previously, the basalt turtle's evolution level was 3, however, feeding it the water of life slowly increased its level, even though the water of life didn't have a major impact. Its evolution level rose to 5%, now, after consuming a pearl of life, its evolution level only increased by 10%, it wasn't as efficient as feeding it the water of life, plus, the colorful divine spring, had been upgraded to 3 stars, giving it the 3-star water of life would definitely kickstart another evolution. Therefore, the black turtle's evolution seemed simpler than that of other creatures. It could evolve by drinking the water of life, but using the pearl of life wasn't cost-effective, but these were desperate times. A large number of pursuers were right behind them. If they didn't increase the speed, they wouldn't be able to shake them off, so, Lu Yun decided to let the black turtle consume 8 more pearls of life. After forcibly pushing its evolution to 95%, he let it drink the 3-star water of life from the 7-colored divine spring. Drinking the water of life boosted the black turtle's vitality, even though it wasn't particularly fast. Around 10 minutes later, the remaining 5% was filled, finally reaching 100%. Congratulations! Your black turtle's evolution level has reached 100%. Commencing evolution. The black turtle's body began to swell significantly. It grew larger than before. The bone armor on its head became thicker and stronger. Bone armor grew on its fins and tail. Now, the black turtle's defenses were more comprehensive. It was even harder to kill. Countless bone spurs had grown around the edges of its shell. Previously, they seemed useless. Now, these bone spurs were also changing. They became sharper, and oddly, these bone spurs started to shrink and retract into the tortoise shell. After your black tortoise evolves, it will gain a new skill, bone spur piercing. Lu Yun immediately knew what was happening. The sharper bone spurs could now protrude or retract based on the black tortoise's needs. Section 60. You are listening at novelfull.audio. This will be extremely lethal. Anything trying to climb Black Turtle City will get shredded by those bone spurs. Awesome. That's a great upgrade. The black turtle's defense just got a serious boost. 10 minutes later, the black turtle finished evolving, and no further changes occurred. Lu Yun immediately checked its stats. Black turtle species, basalt turtle. Shell size, 0.700 m x 660 m. Speed, 0.150 knots. build area, 0.640 meters x 600 meters, eating level, 25%, hunger level, 22%, evolution, 0%, skills, land/water conversion, internal energy speed boost, charged light cannon, energy shield, bone spur thrust, it's gotten way bigger again, almost a kilometer long, that's a supergiant, eh? Human aircraft carrier would be like a toy next to this thing, its normal speed is up 30 kilometers to 150 knots. That means it can easily outrun those sharks, even the fastest sharks max out at 150 knots, and when the black turtle kicks in its internal energy boost, the sharks won't stand a chance. The downside, as the black turtle grows, it gets heavier, so, the internal energy boost isn't quite as effective as before, plus, it burns more energy. Before, its normal speed was 120 knots. With the internal energy boost, it could hit 180 knots, a straight 60-knot increase. Now, it only gets a 50-knot bump from the internal energy boost, so, its new max is 200 knots, the boost isn't as strong, but it's still 20 knots faster overall, so it's still a win. To really unlock that speed, he needs to feed it more, black turtle internal energy beads. With the black turtle taken care of, Lu Yun turned his attention to the dragon. Time to see how far it's come. The turtle took 9 life pearls, leaving him with 31. When he got to the dragon, it was no longer that 100-meter white dragon. Somehow, it had broken the 200-meter mark and become a massive dragon. The previous white jade dragon had dragon-like features, but still looked more like a snake. Now, that's flipped, it's way more dragon, way less snake. It's about to complete its final evolution. About to make the leap from snake to dragon. This isn't just a bloodline upgrade, it's a whole new level of creature. Lu Yun asked, White Jade Dragon, how's the evolution going? The dragon replied, I'm almost there, master. Just a hair's breadth away from becoming a true dragon. From now on, ditch the dragon part, I'm a real dragon now. Its voice had changed, too, powerful and resonant. You could just hear how extraordinary it had become. Lu Yun said casually, alright, then, you're a real dragon now. Since you're as white as jade, I'll call you Little White Dragon. The dragon felt a twinge of annoyance. Did that name have to sound so girly? But whatever, if the master gave it to me, I guess I gotta take it. Okay, master. Then, it added, master, those sharks are still after me. When I finish evolving, I'm gonna wipe them out and get revenge. Lu Yun knew that its abilities would skyrocket after evolving. It wouldn't just survive the sharks, it would dominate them. Lu Yun asked, you sure you can take them out in one shot? The little white dragon scoffed. Master, I'm a dragon now. Don't underestimate me. Dragons are apex predators. It sounded really proud of itself. Evolving into a dragon was clearly a big deal. Alright, keep evolving. Let me know when you're done. I've got other stuff to take care of. Got it, master. Won't be long. The dragon settled down, waiting for its final transformation. Lu Yun found an open space, opened the build menu, and selected the white jade dragon hatching pool. He plopped it down. This was a ready-made building, not a blueprint, so, no construction costs. These free buildings are nice, but the downside is no blueprints. If it gets damaged or he wants another one, he's out of luck. A huge white pool appeared, rising from the ground. It was made of snow-white jade, 20 meters across. White mist swirled over the pool, obscuring what kind of water was inside. He couldn't even guess how deep it was. Everything felt mysterious. This pool hatches baby white jade dragons. Do they really have to be born in such a weird place? Lu Yun wondered, clicking on the white jade dragon hatching pool, data, building, white jade dragon hatching pool, level, LVL, function, recruits baby white jade dragons, requirements, 50,000 pounds of fish, 5,000 pure white snow jade, upgrade, not applicable. The price tag was steep, 50,000 pounds of fish just for a baby dragon. And it had to be fish. Not hard for Lu Yun to get, thankfully, but what was pure white snow jade? He'd never even heard of it. Looks like I've got another resource to hunt down, Lu Yun thought. 0078 Volcanic Island ahead, a treasure's about to be born.